The market launches higher after the Fed decision, sending everyone into FOMO mania. That means it's time to zoom out. This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so with the market shooting higher after the Fed meeting, it has everyone in FOMO mania and worried that the market's never going to pull back and that they may have missed the big rally, and it makes people very emotional. In times like this, the best thing you can do is just take a deep breath and zoom out. All right, I'll get into that in just 1 second. But first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, so with the market shooting higher, I get it. The market seems unstoppable right now, and quite frankly, this rally is very impressive. It has gone much higher than I anticipated, and it has blown through all of our Elliott Wave levels. Now, this doesn't mean that Elliott Wave doesn't work. It just means we need to zoom out and take a better look at what's going on so that we can have some perspective and keep our emotions in check. So let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, here we are on the daily futures S&P chart. So as we look at this, we need to understand first the big picture. Where we're at is we just completed wave 4 of larger wave 3, and we're trying now to build out wave 5 of wave 3. Now, as you can see where this target is, okay, we're only a blip of that up, and we're going to get a pullback, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But this rally may seem unstoppable, and quite frankly, it is impressive, and it's gone higher than I thought it would. But if we look back, there's rallies like this in the market. This is not an uncommon thing. What is a little bit uncommon is that most of these rallies have some red bars in them, and this one really doesn't. But there's a couple things to consider. Number one, if Elliott Wave has a knock on it, okay, and no indicator is perfect and no system is perfect. If Elliott Wave has a knock on it, it's that in the micro count, it can get a little bit lost, okay? And when this starts blowing through all the levels, or it gets all muddled and overlapping, it can be very difficult in the micro count to understand where we're at. But in the macro count, in the big picture, we're exactly where we're supposed to be, and we're doing exactly what we thought we'd do. And this is why I was long from right here. When we got this pullback and held and went higher, this is where I entered my longer term longs, because Elliott Wave guided me on that. And Elliott Wave continues to guide us in the macro count. We're headed exactly toward our target, and then we'll pull back to this next target, and then hopefully we'll hit this target. Now, from here to here, we'll figure that out when we get there, because if we're 1 degree off, this could be wave 5, but that's a bigger, different discussion. But in the macro, Elliott Wave is incredible, okay? So when the micro count is getting blown up, which it kind of is right now, we just have to take a step back and look at the big picture and understand where we're headed. So when we're not long right now on this rally in the short term, remember, I'm long for the long term, but for the short term, when you're not long and you see a rally like this, it makes you very emotional because you're missing it. But let's look at some things in the history of this rally right here. Okay, first of all, the MACD. The MACD is now approaching levels, okay, almost as high as the rally out of COVID. And each time it's approached this level, okay, at the COVID, this is a 300-point pullback right here when it approached this level. Here, 300-point pullback, okay? Here, 200-point pullback. A pullback is going to come. I'm very confident in that, and it's just not reasonable to expect this to continue to rally up to this 5150 target we now have. Okay, so this rally is strong. I get it. It's blown through all of our levels, but that doesn't mean we won't have an awesome buying opportunity. And the reason I chronicled my trades yesterday and showed them on the video as opposed to telling you to see them in Facebook is that I wanted you to understand that patience pays off. We will wait for a strong buying opportunity so that we can make money. Profitable traders, okay, profitable traders are not emotional, and they only look for good buying opportunities. And guess what? If this goes up and collapses and this is the high of all highs, then we will trade a bear market because Elliott Wave will tell us how to do that, okay? So I am not concerned with missing this rally, and I know it feels like, oh man, how can he not be concerned? This is a great rally. It is a great rally. You're going to miss opportunities in trading. That is part of trading. Losing trades is part of trading, but overall the goal is to make money, and that's what we do on this channel. Okay, so today we're zooming out and going over the big picture. So we completed wave 4, big wave 4, all right, down here after COVID, or the COVID lows, the March COVID low. Okay, we completed 1 and 2 up, and we're still completing wave 3 of overall wave 5. Okay, so as we drive up here, our target is 5150. Now, even if we get the smaller side of a pullback of 150 points, okay, that pulls us back to about 4,500. And then we have a 5150 target. That's a 650 point rally that we'll be playing off of that. So again, guys, have patience. Understand that chasing right now is a bad idea. This market is stretched. This MACD right here is stretched. There are other indicators of volatility that are stretched. It can continue higher. It may continue higher, but it's not going to continue all the way to this target without a pullback. And if it keeps continuing much higher, it's going to put itself parabolic and into a place where it's going to come down much further than we think. I don't think that's going to be the case. This rally is still reasonable, and it's just been a little more straight line than a normal rally. So in the big scheme of things, guys, we are still doing exactly what Elliott Wave says we're supposed to be doing. In the micro count, sometimes Elliott Wave gets a little muddled and it gets a little tough to figure out. Right now is one of those times, and I'm unashamed to admit that because all indicators, all systems, all everything have a flaw. Nothing is perfect or we'd all be rich, okay? So take a deep breath, understand the big picture of this market, and understand that nothing moves in a straight line. Nothing here is in a straight line, even though it seems like they're in straight lines because we're so zoomed out. If you zoom in, these are big pullbacks. This is actually about a 200-point pullback right here, this little red line. So understand that nothing moves in a straight line like we're doing now. There will be a correction. The market always corrects itself. It has to reset its indicators, and more importantly, it has to pull back to build momentum and a structure to push higher. So have a little bit of patience, understand that we're reaching levels on the MACD that are calling for a pullback, and we will see a buying opportunity soon. All right, guys, so that is what we are watching for in the market today. Guys, if you like the information that I put out in this video and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to get in my Facebook group, okay? There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and it will bring you over to Facebook. Now, to get in my group, you do have to get approved, and the only thing I ask to approve you to get in that group is that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. So go ahead and hit subscribe down below. Come on over to Facebook, and I'll get you in there. And then what you're going to want to do, okay, is hit this featured button right here, all right, and then scroll down. Here you will see our documented trade. Guys, we are doing very well trading this market, and we're looking for our next buying opportunity very soon. Okay? If you continue to scroll down, you'll find a link to our Slack channel. Now, Slack is just a free chat channel, and I am on there all day during real-time market hours giving out updates such as our buy alerts, our sell alerts, answering all of your questions, giving out key levels, letting you know what levels need to be broken for a pullback and what levels are targeting above. It's a great group of traders from the very beginner to the very expert. I highly recommend you come over. It's a great place to improve or learn trading. So come on over and let's make some money together. All right, guys. Key takeaways for today. Take a deep breath. It's big picture time, okay? This rally is quite impressive. It's pushed higher than I thought it would. It's pushed higher than Elliott Wave parameters thought it would, and that happens. But we're not short. It's not like we're getting clocked here and losing money. We're just waiting for our next buying opportunity. And when we get that, it will be an amazing buying opportunity because this pullback will set up the momentum and the push for this 5150 target. All right, guys, so that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.